Thank you so much. Now we'll move on. We're going to do the last 5 verses we learned, and we'll do it all together, okay?
When the boat is still going, you'll reach a place you want.
Yep. Okay, ready? Everybody together.
एतदीशनैशस्य प्रकृतिस्तोऽपि तद्गुणै
Kartik, can you read the translation?
This is the divinity of the personality of Godhead. He is not affected by the qualities of material nature, even though he is in contact with them. Similarly, the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord do not become influenced by the material qualities.
Can you explain that?
It's saying that when, like, Krishna, he doesn't get he's not affected by the qualities of material nature. And like the devotees who have taken shelter of him, they do not become influenced by the material qualities. Like it's kind of saying they don't get addicted to stuff which aren't Krishna consciousness.
Thank you so much. Yep, they're not affected by the modes of material nature because they're just like Krishna's transcendental. Okay, so now let's say it all together. Ready, set, go. Bhavad Divyansh, can you read the translation?
My Lord, devotees like your good self are verily holy places personified, because you carry the personality of Godhead within your heart. You turn all places into places of pilgrimage.
And what does it mean, Divyansh?
Like Krishna's devotees, they're so pure and all. Like wherever they go, it's like a holy place because they carry Krishna in their heart and always think about him.
Thank you. Okay.
And this is that was Yudhishthira talking to Vidura.
Oh wow, that's very good, Divyansh. You remember that. Okay, now let's do this one. Ready, set, go. Evam Keshu Saktanam Ramatanam
Tadihaya Attakarmad Avidyata Kala Paramadustaraha.
Samika, can you read translation?
Sure. Insurmountable eternal time imperceptibly overcomes those who are too attached to family affairs and are always engrossed in their thoughts.
Yeah. And what does it mean?
It means that time just creeps up on somebody who they're too attached to their family affairs, and time just passes and passes and passes, and they never realize until they're old that they can't do anything.
Yeah, and they didn't take care of what? What did they not take care of? Their spiritual side, right? Their spiritual side. They just
they just ignored it, and then when they're old, they finally realize they didn't do it, and then
there's no time.
Yeah.
Okay, now ready, set, go. Yasya kshana
viyogena lokaya darshanaha yuktena rahito yesha mritaka prochate yata.
Akshaj, can you read the translation?
The translation?
Yeah.
I have lost him whose separation for a moment would render all the universes unfavorable and void, like bodies without life.
Yeah. Do you remember who's speaking this, Akshaj? Oh, Can't hear you.
Arjuna to, I think, Yudhishthira.
Arjuna, yep, to Yudhishthira. Very good. Okay. Next one. 1, 2, 3. Attavasya padam bodha makarandadiham satam kim anasad alapay
Ayusho yasayaha.
Let's see. Who wants to read translation?
May I, Mataji?
I was looking at somebody else who didn't do it yet.
I can read Mataji.
Okay, go ahead.
The devotees of the Lord are accustomed to licking up the honey available from the lotus feet of the Lord. What is the use of topics which simply waste one's valuable life?
Yeah, and I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but how would you say it in your own words?
So, yeah, there's a common analogy that people who waste, people like who try to, take the nectar out of the Bhagavad Gita when they're reading literature, they're just like licking the honey outside of the jar. They're not actually going into the essence. They're just like focusing on, they're taking things out of context, and they're it's not right, so they're not getting the full nectar of it. And people, and then those devotees who are actually accepting the Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam as the complete whole, they are getting they're licking the honey jar, I guess, and then which should be the lotus feet of the Lord. I did a terrible job explaining that, but yeah.
Thank you, Radhman. Samika?
I had a question about that verse.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, I really liked it because it was like their it just sounds so sweet, and I like but I had a question that what about like when we go to school or something like that, we have to talk about a different topic, and then is that like wasting time or something like that, because like we have to?
Can I answer it?
Please go ahead. Yeah, that's a great question.
Okay, so it's not wasting your time because you're doing it. So when you grow up, you can like serve Krishna with that knowledge. So it's not because because it's related to Krishna. Oh.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
Thank you, Divyansh. And
Just gonna add on to Divyansh, saying that also it's not doing anything like that's not wasting your time, because everything you do, you mean to do it for Krishna, and everything you do is serving. It's like serving Krishna.
yeah, if you use it like both of them are saying, we have to learn science, math, reading. Otherwise, imagine that if you didn't learn these things, you wouldn't be able to do much in the world, right? You couldn't really. And then how can you serve Krishna if you don't know how to add, don't know how to subtract, don't know how to read, don't know basic science? You have to also make a living so you can support your family in the future. And so all these things are service to Krishna. So does that satisfy you, Samika?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, and thank you for your answers, those Divyansh and Kartik. Okay, so now chapter 17, punishment and reward of Kali.